Hello, everyone. Welcome to Claret and Booze. Hope you're all well. Look, edgy of your seat stuff. That was that game. Shit result, absolute shit result. And it was the dodgy experiment that he played in the first half with that very odd team selection and giving them a leg up. You know, we start the game with that team, with that mentality, with that way of playing that we approach the second half. We beat Wolves. Simple as that. So anyway, look, I'm going to get onto the positives because there are going to be some positives in this from me. You might be surprised. All right. You know me. Look, listen, I'm all about entertainment. I've always said it. I want to be entertained with football. I was not entertained in that first half, but I allowed myself a little bit because there was some changes. So although I weren't happy with it when that team sheet came out, I was happy to see Ferguson on the team sheet. I was happy to see Guillaume on the team sheet, albeit in midfield. Why? It was very weird. It was a weird formation. I don't know why he went 5 at the back. Now, when you consider we've been going uber defensive at home to Newcastle, who had a fucking cup final in 5 games, and we had 8 defenders on the pitch, then all of a sudden what we do is we go 5 at the back, with 2 of those 5 at the back being Cresswell and Mavropanos, with no defensive cover in midfield. None. And we were basically trying to do Potterball. This is a positive I'm going to take from this, because I'm hoping that Potterball is fucking dead. This playing out from the back bollocks that we tried in the first half. I'll tell you what, yeah, that gets you on the edge of your seat, but not in a fucking good way. It's got nothing to do with, we need a new goalkeeper, we need a new centre-back. Because stop fucking doing it. It's ridiculous. Knocking the ball about 5-6 yard passes in your own half, going nowhere. Just trying to engineer enough space so you can launch the fuck along is pointless. It is absolutely fucking pointless. It was rubbish in that first half. So he got the lineup all wrong. Like I said, Areola in goal. He had played his 5 at the back. Hopefully that's the death of the fucking 5 at the back. Wan-Bissaka right wing back, Scholes left wing back, with a defensive 3 of Kilman, Mavropanos, and Cresswell. And then you've got a midfield, I don't even know what it was. You had James Ward-Prowse and Paqueta with Bowen and Guillaume, who's not a midfield. He's hardly fucking played, Guillaume. He's an attacking player. If you're going to use him, stick him out on the left wing in place of Kudus and play the 4-2-3-1. That's where you use him. Use his pace. You don't stick him in the middle of a packed midfield against really aggressive fucking seasoned professionals. He's going to get swallowed up. So I don't know what that was all about. Also, Ferguson, he had one chance because Bowen was good for about the first 10, 15 minutes. And then he did get kind of bullied out of the game because he was our only outlet. And I'll tell you what else it does prove as well. With the way that we've been playing, which that first half is exactly how we've been playing since Potter's come in. That's how we've been playing. How important is Kudus? Now, we've all been saying Kudus shit. Kudus is this. I'll tell you how fucking important he is. He grabs that ball from deep and drives a fucker upfield. That's what he does. He gets it up the field. We couldn't get out. We could not get out at all. So it was a miracle, really, that we were only 1-0 down at half-time. It was an absolute miracle. Wolves were really good to watch, but I would say that we made it easy for them. Yes, they pressed us. They did. But we made it so easy for them in the first half. Why we keep on persisting with that playing out from the back shit, I don't know. I don't even care if we ain't got the players to do it. I don't want to see us play like that. It's shit. It's rubbish. Polar opposite of the second half. So at half-time, I said it's very simple. What he's got to do, this was what I said. 4-3-3. You know I wanted to go 4 at the back anyway. What I would have done, I would have pulled off Mavropanos and Cresswell, and I would have gone Todibo and Alvarez on. Gone to a back 4 with Todibo and Kilman, and then pulled Alvarez into midfield. I'd have left Prowse on there. You know, he was fine. He ticks the ball over. And I would have gone to a 4-3-3 and pushed Guillaume up front out on the left. But he did make good changes. He did. And how fucking refreshing was it to see us play on the front foot, pressing high, hunting in packs, chasing fucking everything, kicking the opposition up in the air. That was getting my blood pumping watching that second half. It was getting me blood pumping. Every fucking player wanted it. It was brilliant, but not enough. Not enough because we had to wait until it was proven beyond any doubt that that limp fucking style of play and that stupid lineup that he put out, oh, it don't work. We better go for it now. Well, he's proved that he can play that way. He's proved it. I was well happy with that second half. We start in the first half with that team, with that mentality, we beat Wolves. It's that fucking simple. But Wolves have tightened up. They have. They're not bad defensively now themselves. So I know we carved out a couple of opportunities in the second half, but the fact of the matter is, they're 1-0 up. They were relatively comfortable. We was putting them under pressure. We were. But this is a team now that are kind of adaptable. They can sink back into that low block. And I just fucking can't explain what he tried to do in that first half. Do you know what? It almost felt like a tantrum because apparently, so I'm told, the season ticket sales, the early season ticket sales were shit. So it felt to me a little bit like, Potter, you've got to fucking start playing more attacking football, mate. And he's just gone out and put that fucking team out. He knows what team he needs to put out because he done it in the second half. That's a winning team. Why was Alvarez on the bench? Why was Tadebo on the bench? Did you see Fulkrug in the second half? He was like a fucking man-possessed. Fulkrug was a positive. He was a beast. Up against them big fucking defenders at Agbadou geezer. He was bashing him to pieces. A proper centre-forward. Why did he not start instead of Ferguson? But then again, it's probably unfair to blame Ferguson because in the first half, we weren't playing like that. Fulkrug would have been isolated in the first half. He'd have had no one around him. He'd have just been up there on his own, doing fuck all. So I don't understand the mentality of this cautious, feel your way into the game, don't take any risks, just knock it about at the back, just fucking keep going sideways and backwards. What's the worst that can happen? Worst that can happen is you go 1-0, should have been 3-0, 4-0 fucking down before you wake up. It's luck. If you get through a half of football playing that way when the other team have got your number, because it's striking me that Everton done it to us as well. In the first half when we played them. They was pressing us high. And it ain't just because we haven't got the ability and the players to play it from the fucking back. I don't want to see us fucking doing that. What is wrong with the way that we approach that second half? Proper football, playing high, fucking battling in midfield, battling from the front, kicking players up in the air. That was a proper old-fashioned game. And I'm going to give the referee credit in that one as well, because he did let it flow. The referee did let that game flow. He did. Credit to Wolves. They pissed us off the park in the first half. They deserved the win because they should have been 4-0 up at half-time. But in the second half, they put in a really good defensive, resolute performance, and we didn't quite have enough to get back into it. Obviously, Fulkrug had that header that crashed off the crossbar. Emerson, I don't know, he'd only just come on. He went for the fucking Di Canio finish, whereas he should have just passed it into the fucking net. And then Souček, I won't criticise him. He came on. He's fresh onto the pitch, and to be honest, if there's anyone you want that chance to fall to, it's him. You know, I think it was on his weaker foot. It was on his left foot. That's how I'd like us to use Souček, by the way. I've got no issue with us keeping Souček in and around the squad if we're going to use him like that. The last 15, 20 minutes in a game, you either need a goal or you need to defend it. Bring him on. Perfect. There was nothing wrong. The second half was managed perfectly. So what the fuck was that first half all about? When the man clearly knows what he needs to do to dig himself out the shit, because there were very astute changes that he made in that second half, he sorted all the shit out. All of it in one hit. And it weren't because it was underperforming players. It was because that fucking just don't work. So he went to the back four. He went to a more straightforward, structured fucking team. Soler looked good when he come on. You know, they're proper footballers on the fucking pitch. This is what bothers me about this massive rebuild that we've got coming up at the end of the year. He wanted to go and spend 50 million on Ferguson. We can't. He's managing players now, a different level of players. I know he had a fucking week at Chelsea, but he didn't last long, did he? This ain't Brighton. We've got good quality fucking players that need to be set free and let loose. And like I said, we start that game the way we finished it in that second half. We piss Wolves. We out-fought them in midfield. We out-battled them in midfield. The complete contrast from the first half. Complete contrast. So I'm going to give him props for making the necessary changes. I'm going to give him props for doing that at half-time. for understanding what a colossal fuck-up he made in the first half. Yes, you made changes. Thanks, mate. Thanks for taking Souček out and putting Guillaume in. Thanks for fucking, that was nice. But then he leaves you with more questions and answers. Because why was Mavropanos in and fucking Todibo on the bench? Why was Alvarez on the bench, for fuck's sake? Why was Alvarez on the fucking bench? We was getting bullied in the midfield in that first half. They was ragdolling us. All of a sudden, you've got Soler, you've got fucking Paqueta, you've got Alvarez fucking ratting around in there, beating them up, bullying them. In the second half. Completely different. First half, it was men against fucking boys. Second half, it was men against men. We've got to stop playing this shit style of football. It doesn't fit with West Ham. It doesn't fit this group of players. Yes, we have got players that can play better fucking football. They proved it in the second half. So stop holding them back. Stop shackling them. Fucking motivate them to go out and take the game to the opposition from the fucking start. From the start. And we will fucking... I don't even care about the results. We will enjoy watching the game. Most of us. I don't care what you say. You're going to be frustrated that we lost that game. You are. I am, because of what happened in the first half. But don't try and tell me you didn't enjoy that second half. Don't try and tell me you didn't enjoy the battle, the grit, the fighting that was going on. The way that we kept them penned in their own fucking half for 45 minutes. This is how important it is for a manager. When people say, "Oh, it ain't really down to the manager. It's down to the players once they cross that white line." What was the fucking difference in the second half then? You tell me. Tactically, it is fine margins in football, and when the manager gets it wrong, these players are up against it for the whole game. It is fine margins. That's why they're paid $5 million a fucking year. It's to set you up in the right way to get the best out of that fucking team. He's got an absolute cream bunch of players there. Cream. They are. He's got to get the fucking best out of them. Todibo didn't even get on a pitch. I've got to say, Mavropanos, apart from the few shaky moments he had in the first half, which were only due to that wanky fucking playing out from the back stuff we was doing. Areola, who pulled off a great save in the first half, he was getting confused as fuck. He was getting caught on the ball. Do I want to replace him because he can't play tick-a-tacker in his own box? No! He's a fucking goalkeeper. A really good shot stopper. Why have we got to play football that way? It's crap. Wolves changed completely because towards the end of that second half, they started to get caught out. I don't like fucking this playing out from the back bollocks. I don't mind it every now and then, but mix it up. Mix it up. Don't do it every fucking time. So no, for me, I thought the first half, going into the game, I was less frustrated, even though I didn't get the lineup. I said, that's weird as fuck. It's got gaps all over it. You've got defensive... This is what I said. You've got defensive weaknesses and no cover in midfield. What is that? He's gone from one extreme to the other. Why? Why has he done that? And to add to that as well, it was tactically the way that we played. We invited them on. So we was defensively weak, yet we invited them onto us. How they weren't more goals up, I don't know. But the second half, complete contrast. I will watch that. I'll watch that happily every week. Win, lose, draw, whatever. I will watch that happily every fucking week to watch my team go out. I talk about the West Ham way, and you can call it cringy. I've said it before. Blood, sweat and tears. Leave everything on the pitch. Kick them up in the fucking air. Show a bit of class, That had everything that second half. But Wolves defended tremendously well, and we didn't have much cutting edge. That's not a criticism of Füllkrug. I thought he looked fucking sharp considering he's just come back from injury. And like I said, he looks more physical now than what he did when he first came in. That's a big, powerful centre-back line that he was going up against there. The supply into him weren't great. And he was... Well, no, he had another chance, didn't he? Do you remember when... Was it Paqueta dinked the ball over the top? It was when he'd first come on. And he kind of fluffed it a little bit. So we had that one. We had the Ferguson chance. We could have had 4 goals. And Souček's one. I just hope... that the positives that can come from this game, is that it is the fucking death of the 5 at the back. Go to 4 at the back, get the best out of the players that you fucking got, and we'll push on and we'll all start enjoying our football, playing on the fucking front foot. Stop trying to make 80, £100 million players play like they're fucking robots. Let them have some fucking fun. I said it on the show the other week. We've got players like Paqueta, Kudus, who wasn't there today. We don't know how much longer we're going to have these players. They're magicians, right? They are. They don't always look it because they're playing regimented systems, whether it was under Moyes, even though Moyes allowed more freedom to these players than Lopetegui and this guy does. He did. You know, to be honest, you know, we saw great things from Paqueta and Kudus. But when you see Payet be the best that he could have, probably the best year of his career, was playing for a manager that just let him play. No restrictions. You know, Di Canio under Redknapp, the same thing. We're blessed with some great players that can win you fucking games, and they can win you games. Just let them play. Play in a system. Fuck your system is what I'm saying. Play a system that gets the best out of players. I don't want Potterball to win us football matches. I want West Ham to win us football matches. I want fucking Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen, Guilherme. I want them to be the stars of the show, not your fucking wonderful... I don't give a fuck about your style of football. So you can succeed at West Ham because in that second half, you've proved that you know what you know what you're doing. This is Potter I'm talking to. Potter's proved he knows what he's doing. He knows what he can do. He can set the team up like that when he wants to. Well, that's this club. That's what we want to fucking watch. We don't want to watch this pragmatic bollocks anymore. We've had it for too long. You've got players that you are blessed to have. You ain't poor Potter. It's lucky fucking Potter. Go out there, use them for the remaining 8-9 games of this fucking season, and let's have a blast. And then do you know what? We'll all get the fire back in our bellies like I've got now. I feel passionate now. I'm not really even angry, even though I'm ranting. I'm excited. I'm hoping that you see the fucking light. And I'm hoping that for the last 8 games or 9 games of this season, we will enjoy it and then go into a summer where we look forward to the following season. Give us that much, at least. We can do that. I don't give a fuck about the opposition. Play like that every week for the rest of the fucking season. And you know what? Win, lose or draw, I will be happy. I will be. Let's moan about referee decisions and being hard done by something that isn't of our own fucking doing all the time, by not putting the right players on the pitch and shit like that. And playing systems that force individual errors because you're putting non-technical players under pressure where they fuck up, misplace a pass and you go, oh, he's shit. Look what he's done. No, it's the fucking system. If in doubt, oof the cunt out. Anyway, second half, I just want to say, West Ham, the players that were on that pitch, even Souček when you came on in the second half, late on, like I said, that's how I would like to use Souček. I would. He gets nowhere near the starting lineup, but he has a function in this team. There ain't a better box crasher, and there's not a better defender of things as well. So he will always play a part, but he can't start. He can't start. Look at the players that we've got. Look at the difference, the contrast between the first half and the fucking second half, and explain to me why we've been doing what we've been doing and why we did what we did in the first half when we can do that in the fucking second half. Explain it to me. You can't. So just fucking do the right thing. Play the right fucking players and let's go out and let's have some fun for the remainder of this season and get some fun back in this fucking club. Please, I beg you. 1-0, but I don't give a fuck. I enjoyed the second half more than... That's probably the most I've enjoyed a half of football since the Aston Villa game when he first come in, where he only had him for about 6 hours. That's the most I've enjoyed it. I don't enjoy pragmatic fucking football. That will get me motivated again, and I am motivated. So there you go. That's where I am. That's where I am with it. All right? So Potter, please learn. We will love you if you play football the right way. We don't care about Potter ball. We care about West Ham ball. All right? West Ham ball, which is taking the game to the opposition. Fucking play. You've proved you can do it, so go and do it. And then, you never know. We could have a good time together. Okay. Look, anyway, that's it from me. I know there's a load of people that don't agree with what I'm saying, and you're pissed off with it, and you think that we was shit and everything. I don't think we was shit in the second half. I don't think we was. I thought we was good, and I thought that Wolves defended very, very well. They did. So look, that is it from me. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna simmer down, and I'm gonna do another show tomorrow because I'm motivated again. Nick's back. That's all it took. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Little bit of passion, little bit of excitement. None of this boring bollocks. Come on, you Irons.